Hi, I've been watching YouTube cooking videos for years, and I finally decided I think I can do that, and at the same time answer the number one question in my house every day. Dad, what's for dinner? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I've got, well, a bit of a smorgasbord for you. It's lazy Sunday afternoon, and we like to just kind of make a bunch of appetizers and leave them out all day to kind of snack on and not really have a big formal meal sometimes. So today I'm going to be making some spinach and artichoke dip, some cheesy sausage balls, and also we're going to fry up some wings in the air fryer. So we'll get all those made. We'll get them in our three container crock pot and just leave them out for the family. In just a minute, you'll come back and we'll start with, I guess we'll start with the sausage balls. See you in a minute. So let's get started with our sausage balls. This is really pretty easy. All we need is a pound of just ground breakfast sausage. This just happens to be a Jimmy Dean regular. You can use whatever kind you want. If you want it a little spicy, use spicy sausage, but it's just a pound of it. Then it's going to be 2 cups of Bisquick. Throw that in. And then an 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese. You can switch the cheese up to whatever you want, but we use sharp cheddar cheese. Just an 8-ounce block of it. I shred it myself. You can use cheese out of the bag or pre-shredded cheese. Just know that there are anti-coagulating agents on that, and so sometimes it doesn't melt up quite as nicely as when you shred your own, but do what works for you. So I get all those mixed or placed in our bowl, throw it on my stand mixer here, and I'm just using the paddle attachment. Lift that up, and I'm going to start out slow just to let it break things up. And then we'll gradually increase the speed to get it all mixed together. Once the sausage ball is made here, I'll form it into little golf ball size meatballs. We'll throw it in the oven at 325 for about 22 minutes, and this one will be done. So I'll bring you back when this is done mixing and we're ready to start making the sausage balls. Okay, these have all kind of come together here. I'm going to pull the blade off and pop this out of the mixer. Then you see it's all come together. It's got a little bit more on the bottom, so I'll just clean off the paddle here. And then just kind of get the rest incorporated by hand. Get all the rest of that Bisquick off the bottom of the bowl. Just kind of fold it in. And now that this is ready, it's just a matter of gripping off a little bit, getting it made into a ball, and then we'll get them in the oven. So I'll get the rest of these meatballs made, we'll get them on a tray, and I'll bring you back then. Okay, just a couple more to go here. Finish rolling these out. You don't have to be, very precise with these at all. Just kind of, you want them just like everything else, right? To be roughly the same size. They don't have to be all lined up neatly on a tray. You can just throw them on there however. But, we got a pretty good yield here. So the oven's now heated up to 325, and I'm going to throw these in, and then we'll come back and we'll start making, let's do the spinach and artichoke dip. See you in just a second. So we've got our sausage balls in the oven. Let's move on to our spinach and artichoke dip. This is another pretty simple one. It's got a lot of ingredients to it, but there isn't much to it. We've got a block of frozen spinach here, a can of artichoke hearts. They've been quartered, and then I usually cut those quarters in half and then cut those halves kind of in half lengthwise. Half a cup of sour cream, half a cup of mayonnaise, 8 ounces of cream cheese. I like to use whipped cream cheese for this. It just makes it easier to mix together. Some onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and then Parmesan cheese, about maybe a cup, and mozzarella cheese. This is, again, an 8-ounce block. I shredded this up this morning. You know, it's really not that hard to shred the cheese up, and I think you get a better quality overall. So this comes together very simply. We'll start off, I will put my cream cheese in, and then I'll put my sour cream and mayonnaise. The artichokes, our spinach, the onion, our garlic, well, that's going to need a good cleaning after this one. Okay, then I'm going to put, I'm not putting all of this cheese in right now. I'll put some more in after I get my first mix done here. Okay, and then I'll put the rest of this mozzarella in. And then I'm going to save this to sprinkle on top after we bake it for a little bit. So once this is all mixed in, okay, I'm going to take this and put it in the toaster oven back there, about 350 degrees, again, for 30 minutes. We'll bring it out, and this one's ready to go. We'll move on to our last one, which is the chicken wings. Be back in just a minute. All right, so we've got our sausage balls going in the oven. We've got our spinach and artichoke dip in the toaster oven. And now we'll move on to the last thing for our smorgasbord today, which is going to be our chicken wings. Now, I went to the store. They only had really large packs of chicken wings. And they had them here just kind of in a full wing, right? So you have the drumstick, you have the flat, and then you also have the wing tip. So the first thing you have to do is break that down. So just find the joint between the drumstick and the flat, cut through it. And then the joint between the wingtip and the flat, cut through that. These are good pieces. This you can save for stock or throw away. All right, and then I've put gloves on today because you're messing with chicken, and it's just easier when you're done to pull the gloves off. So the seasoning for these is really pretty simple. I start off with just salt, pepper, garlic salt, onion powder, some paprika, and I put a little bit of thyme in there. And then I'm just going to dump this all in my bowl, add a little oil, mix that into almost like a paste. And I think I'll do a dozen wings for today, so I'll just do 6 flats, 6 drums. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then the rest of these I'm just going to seal the bag up and freeze them. So we'll move that away for now. And then what you want to do is just get in there with your hands. Get each of the wings coated. Doesn't take very long. Okay, and then these I'm going to do in my air fryer. I have a chicken setting on mine. I think it cooks them at 390 for about 20 minutes. They come out crisp. So it's just a matter of getting them out of the bowl, getting them in your cooking device, and let them go. All right, and that's that. So in the span of about really 15 minutes, if I wasn't making a video, we've got 3 good appetizers to have for the day. All of them are super easy to make, low effort, and all cook in about the same time and come together. So if you have, multiple appliances, you can do this, and it's a great way to do it. But I'll bring you back when everything's done cooking and we get the final bar set up. So timer just ran up on the cheese and sausage balls. I pulled them out. Here's what we got. And I will just get these off the tray. And just put them in the crock here. Now, when I put these in the crock pot and they're setting out all day, I do make sure that I kind of crack the lid on the top. You don't want steam to build up or else these will sog out. And then I just leave this on warm. And that holds them for most of the afternoon. So there you go. 1 out of 3 done. And we've only got about 15 minutes on the spinach and artichoke dip and about 13 minutes on the wings. So those will be done at about the same time. I'll bring you back when we get those 2 out. So the timer just went off on the chicken wings. Let's grab them. Oh, those came out awesome. And as you can tell, they're hot. So we'll just grab them out of here. Oh, one left in there. Okay, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the cheese and sausage dip out of the other oven. I meant to say spinach and artichoke dip. There that is. That looks awesome too. All right, so there you have it. Chicken wings, spinach and artichoke dip, and cheese and sausage balls. That's my answer on a lazy Sunday to, Dad, what's for dinner? Thanks for joining. We'll see you on the next one.